Hey guys, Omni here. We're about to dive into the finale of season 1 of Arcane. Just during the editing of episode 8, before I put that up, and I put up a little notice in there, it was announced earlier today, just before I actually get around to watching this episode, that a season 2 is in production. And just from last episode, I kind of got the feeling that they were definitely setting some stuff that is not going to conclude in this episode, that they're hoping for a little bit more, and we're all, I'm certain, hoping for more. I know that I'm not ready for this to end, to be honest. I've been enjoying the ride so much, the characters, and, with Netflix being how they are, who knows? You never really know half the time. But I'm excited to see what they do. I'm really excited to see what season 2 could bring. I'm really nervous, anxious, and excited to see what happens in this final episode, because so much is at stake at the moment. Jinx has been revived with Shimmer. God knows what that's done to her. She's appeared at Caitlyn's house, in her room, in her bathroom for that matter. That's where we left that. That was literally the end. The way she faded in out of the shadows. Holy crap, that was nerve-wracking. Vi and Jace assaulting one of Silco's refineries, just trying to shut down his whole operation, which ends up with some casualties as Jace accidentally kills a kid. But oh my god, that fight sequence, Vi teaming up with Jace, who were the only two people that saw action as being the operable thing to do there, while Caitlyn was trying to maintain peace and tried to kind of broker some kind of, eye-to-eye situation between everybody. And that's kind of what the council wanted too. They were trying to advise Jace against starting the war, which was odd, because Mel, maybe it's because her mother's actually in town now. We got introduced to Mel's mother, a little bit of her tension, her backstory a little bit, as her mom shows up from Noxus, trying to kind of see how things are in Piltover and if she can maybe get her hands on some hex tech weapons. As she knows that that's kind of where I think that they're going. But oddly enough, Mel, who seemed to be in the previous episode, in episode 7, to be nudging Jace towards war, was against it at the council meeting, which surprised me. She was like, no, maybe there's a diplomatic solution. We can't really risk anything right now. And Vi was like, no, Silco hates you all. He doesn't want nothing to do with you all. He wants to be separate. He wants to take you all down. He wants revenge. All that jazz. And they basically told her to get the hell out of there, and so she went to meet Jace on her own, because he's the only one that really wants to take action as well. And they go down there. He's crafted his Hextech hammer, and they went down and they roughed some stuff up, man, vigilante style. The fight scene, the music in that moment was peak. So good. Heimerdinger's roaming around the Undercity. Now he's met up with Echo now at this point, kind of seeing the state of it, trying to lend his aid in any way he can to the downtrodden. So we'll see where that relationship goes, how that evolves. Viktor! His first experiment was successful, where he combined the shimmer with the runes that he cut into his leg, and he combined it with that hex sphere, and he's got, I don't know even what you would call it, this bioorganic magical leg now. And he's able to walk, and that has a beautiful scene of him slowly walking into a full-on sprint, man, and I was just weeping. Oh, it was so beautiful. But he takes it the next step as he tries to convert some of his other limbs through the same process, but he's ran out of shimmer, and because of Jace's blockade and everything going on there, he's not able to get back down to Singe to get more, another supply. So he tries to do it without the shimmer. And Sky is walking in the hallway, talking about how much he inspires her, how much she cares about him, and she comes in to find him just grasping this sphere in pain as energy flows all around him. And she tries to pull him away from it, but the energy ends up incinerating her in his arms. And she's just dust all around him as he's seen the havoc that he's wrought just trying to pursue this avenue. And, in a way, Heimerdinger had warned him about pursuing that path. But we all want him to live. I want him to live. But now it's just at what cost? What's the cost for his health? What's the cost for this knowledge? And is it going to be worth it in the end? Don't know. This episode is called The Monsters You Created. So, doesn't sound like a happy episode, or we might be getting a happy ending. So, let's go ahead and get ready to dive in this. Remember, guys, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, it gives you access to those as well. They're in watch-along format, so you just sync up the time codes with your own footage, and you can see my full-length, unedited reaction to the entire episode, because I do have to trim these things down to 10 minutes for YouTube to try to get things public for you guys due to copyright and all that stuff. But it's just one of the ways you can support the channel, help us do what we do, and help us work towards expanding into some other things. But, of course, if that's not a way, which I understand, because not everybody can go out of their way to do something like that, I definitely understand. But another way you can support the channel is simply by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and giving them that engagement, because it helps the videos out in the long run. And yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. If you're new here, if you're tuning into this finale and you haven't subscribed, I hope you consider subscribing by the end of the video. Maybe checking out some of my other reactions. Maybe there's something else out there that I've covered that you'll enjoy. I know down the pipeline we got Witcher Season 2 coming up that I'm going to be covering. We got the Book of Boba Fett. We've got Cobra Kai Season 4. We got some stuff. We got some stuff coming, guys. But that all said and down the way, guys. And, of course, everything Marvel related, which we cover. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this episode. Here we go.
You didn't have a choice. He knew what he was signing up for.
Did he, though, or was he forced to do this?
We haven't even scratched the surface. Silco's still out there.
Do you not understand? I am part of this now.
You've always been a part of this. You just never had to look it in the eye. One dead kid? There's hundreds more where he came from, thanks to Silco and thanks to people like you who stuck their heads in the dirt.
This is over.
Not for me.
Take those off.
Make me.
Are we starting off with a fight between these two?
I can't let you leave with them.
Then I guess you're gonna need to kill another trencher.
I was gonna say, she's surrounded by enforcers too, so I mean they could probably shoot the shit out of her before she got to him.
You gonna do anything about that piece of shit that murdered my boy? Let me guess.
Help her with the body.
He's losing control down here, man. He's losing faith. Did it just back up? Oh, what the fuck? Is it part of him now? Are they like symbiotic now? What the fuck? What is that? It's not Hex Tech. What is that now? Is it something else?
We're in trouble, Mel. The man who killed your brother doesn't believe the score is settled, and his resources exceed ours. If there is a chance Hextech can be weaponized, we must have it.
Piltover isn't your testing ground.
Who is it, though?
I stopped being part of this family the moment you cast me out.
Because you weakened me. I couldn't endure the look in your eyes whenever I made the decisions, the necessary decisions to keep us safe.
You infected her with compassion and guilt.
We need that weapon, Mel. Let the war unfold. Take your place at my side. It's where you belong.
I wonder what she made him. I want to know what she was designing or working on.
I don't know where you'd have preferred. I'm sorry.
That's so fucked, man.
Am I interrupting?
Oh, so that parallel. from when he was gonna jump.
You have to destroy it.
What about your disease? Without the hex core?
Promise me.
Okay. Okay.
We lost ourselves in the pursuit of great. We failed to do good. We have to make it right.
Oh, that was a good line. Oh, fuck.
I'm busy.
Oh, what is this?
Today is the day you die, Silco.
That's a risk I've known all my life. But I still
Mm.
believe in loyalty.
Oh! Oh, did Silco really didn't know if that was what was going to happen there?
Your son killed for this, though I suppose we're ahead on that account. Get out.
Ooh, I would have had your son killed for this, but it looks like we've already done that. Oh, that wasn't exactly what he said, but damn, same sentiment. Jeez.
Not for a worm like him.
Kind of wish he would have fallen apart. What was that note from that had Jace's seal on it? Oh, meeting? Who's gonna fuck this up, though? I mean, those are some pretty bold demands, but Jace isn't wrong. I don't see how they'd be able to defend themselves.
How were you able to accomplish so much so quickly?
You'd be surprised what you can pull off when your life depends on it. It's not enough to give people what they need to survive. You have to give them what they need to live.
God damn it, why does this show fucking work me up so much?
1,000 times I've imagined this moment.
With just like one line sometimes.
All we ever wanted.
Oh, he's talking to Vander.
Didn't even haggle. And what do I lose but problems? Oh, it all makes sense now, brother. Is there anything so undoing as a daughter?
Oh, she's still shimmered up. I don't know what Jinx is gonna do. I don't think she's gonna let Silco play ball. Ooh. Yeah, we need a good track for this. That's a good cover art for what's about to happen. Vi, hit her with your ult. Just fucking pow! Get her. Ooh. Yeet! Jeez, dude. Oh, Jesus. Her arm's wicked looking. She can shoot blade beams? What? Oh my god. Oh. Whoop.
Well, your guard needs work.
Oh.
I wish I could say it gets easier, kiddo. What I can say is, she still needs you. They all do. So what do you say? That's my girl.
Get her. Oh.
Bravo, sis.
Council. Jace has brokered a peace with Silco in exchange for the Undercity's independence.
How dare you?
Really thought I buried this place. But
Gosh, she's so scary lurking in the shadows like that with her eyes.
Silco thinks he made Jinx, but he didn't make Jinx. You did.
Mm-hmm.
I never meant to leave you.
You never left. I always heard you. Shadows in the streets. Prickles on the back of my neck. Your voice pushing me. You're the reason I'm still alive. Are we still sisters?
Nothing is ever going to change that.
He took everything from us, saying you abandoned me when he knew the truth. Liar. We're missing someone.
Caitlin.
I paid your girlfriend a visit this morning. I made her a snack. Sheesh, I'm not that crazy.
Oh my god, it's a cupcake. Oh, thank Christ. Jesus.
Powder! Leave her out of this!
Make her go away. Send her on her way in. And you can have Powder back.
I can't.
No! Powder, listen. We can just go. We'll put this behind us. You'll never have to see him again, Powder.
What do you have to say about that?
Her name is Jinx. She's lying. You'll be with her a day before she realizes you aren't that girl anymore. You're my daughter. I'll never forsake you.
Drop the gun!
She's too far gone.
She's playing. Oh.
Damn it, Powder! Wake up! Remember who you are. I know you remember.
What just happened? Oh. Okay.
No, I'm sorry.
I never would have given you to them. You're perfect.
I thought maybe you could love me like you used to, even though I'm different. But you changed too. Here's to the new us.
I am the monster you created.
Is that her I'll say, yeah, her shark rocket thing. You can't do that. I'm so mad right now, my guys. Everybody, oh my god. And there's not like a post credits or nothing. Fuck off with that. Oh, her back armor like glimmered up for a second, so like she got like a little bit of a spider sense about it coming just before her rocket came in. God damn it, man. Seriously? Well, she's made her decision. She's Jinx. Who knows? Maybe that's who she just always has been, and she just finally saw the light through all of this and was hoping that despite the fact that she's changed from the powder she used to be, Vi would love her all the same, like Silco did. And they were this close to peace. God damn it, man. The fight with Vi and Saviko was pretty fucking sweet, though. This episode was mostly like calm down after everything that escalated last episode. And we had a couple of things here, but it was mostly like, this is everything that's at risk of being lost, really. This was like, okay, we got to play this smart. We got to play this by the book. We got outside threats that might be coming to Piltover. And then Jason, Viktor were able to convince the council to agree with Silco's demands, it seems like, unless they were voting on something else, but that we missed that conversation of. But I don't think that was the case because Jace was smiling. So I have to say something happened and they voted. They were able to convince them to give in to Silco's demands. But Silco, do you think he really wouldn't have given up Jinx, or if he was just saying that in the moment because she had captured him? Because he had that moment where he's drinking with Vander's statue where he's like, I finally realized what you were talking about. But maybe if you recontextualize that to what he said to Jinx, he was saying, I understand why he bartered with the top side. And because he even though he hated it to his core, he did it to protect his daughters. And now that they are asking him to give up his daughter, he's not willing to do that. He wants to protect her from that no matter what the cost of his dream. I thought, yeah, sure, he would kick her to the wayside for Zaun, for his dream of Zaun, but no, not even that. Like him and Jace having that meeting on the bridge tower, or that castle wall, was a nice exchange. And Jace was like, they won't go for this. I saw what we could do with our hex tech. Like, we can lay waste to you guys, and I just don't want that bloodshed. I'm just trying to help you. Your demands are high, but I don't want to cost a life. I want you guys to be your own thing, but all in all, Silco in the end lost sight of his own vision and became kind of his own version of Vander in a way. But Jinx is so far gone after everything. She just has nobody to trust except herself at this point. I don't think she ever really wanted to go back to Powder, but she also can't seem to accept anybody else being in Vi's life either. Like, cause it seems like she knows, cause she called her girlfriend. She like knows the whole cupcake thing. She knows the dynamic, or at least has been able to figure that out, and doesn't care. Like, she doesn't want her out in the picture. So she was going to have Vi kill Caitlyn, had that little wire crossing in her brain not fritzed out for just a second to give her an opportunity to snap out of it. And then they broke that glass, which gave Caitlyn a means to escape and defend herself. Man, it's just a mess, dude. She got her ultimate, though. That's her ult in the games, firing off that big old missile. And it's going right for the council. Damn, man. Thank God they announced a season 2 today. Because, like, I feel like if I didn't know that they were greenlit for one, this ending really would have made me upset. Especially if I just watched it, like, if I didn't, like, watch one of these per day or whatever like that and take some time with it. If I watch these all in the same night and I'm like, shit, is that how we're ending this? Be like, you have to greenlight another one. I know they've been teasing a lot of threads to come up, but this was a straight up, every episode kind of had its own, like, what the fuck cliffhanger. You guys have heard my reactions if you've been watching along. Most of the episodes end and I'm just like, what the shit? Fuck you. Why are we ending like this? But my God, this one kills it. This one knocks it out of the park. This one is worse than all the other ones. Not worse like in bad, but worse as in, like, it is the biggest middle finger to anybody who just wants a resolution in the moment. It's just like, oh, the blue balls, man, for real. I'm really curious about this relationship developing with Echo and Heimerdinger and where that's going to go. And Viktor wanted to destroy the core, so he wanted Jace to destroy the core after everything. I mean, at this point, like, it's just like, well, okay, well, she died in vain at that point for, like, your whole experiment which killed her now is going to lead to nothing. So I get it, but it's just like, it's dangerous. It took away somebody you cared about. But my God, you know, you lost somebody to that now, and now you're stopping your research on it. But you got a taste of how dangerous it is and how kind of right Heimerdinger might have been. I mean, Viktor's still mostly intact. He's still declining in health. So I'm curious where that's going to go. I want to know what's going to happen to this council. What's going to happen in that moment? Like, what's going to happen right there? They're not going to die. Kayla might lose her mom. I can tell you, there's no way they're killing Jace and Viktor. Not like that. Mel might die, though. And then it'll definitely spurn her mother into action more so than she has been. I don't know, though. I don't know. Maybe something will happen and save the day, but I don't see how it can, man. I don't. Damn it, dude. I wonder how long we're going to have to wait, because the announcement just said it's in production. But I wonder how long it's been in production. They just held off at the announcement. So maybe it's not that far around the corner, one can hope. But I don't know, man. I loved this season. Holy shit, it was so good. So good. I've said this a bunch of times. I never expected this to be half as good as it was. I like the animation and the tease from the trailers and stuff, but, like, you know, like I said, I've only played the game on as much as I've played the game. Summoner's Rift, ARAM, Earth, just the game modes. I never really looked into the lore. I knew some of the names just kind of in passing as far as, like, the regions, but I didn't know about the politics, the world, the lore, how things work, what Hextech actually is. I just assumed based on the character models and the way their attacks worked and stuff like that Hextech must be like a magic infused with technology or something like that. You know, just the basic surface level stuff. I never expected it to be this dense, this layered, this filled with depth, especially within the characters and their backstory and all this stuff. And I know a lot of this is even kind of new. There's a lot of, because I went through and read some of the bios for some of the characters, at least as far as they went into in the game lore. Like, it hints at a lot of things that may or may not have happened, that have speculated to be happened, but it's more about present day with some of the characters. And what we at least know or have heard about their pasts and relationships. While this is, like, full on showing what all of that is and how they propel themselves into those spotlights. Now, I don't know if this can retcon any of that. I don't know if this is going to be its own thing, separated from the games altogether. Can these characters die even though they're active in the games later? I don't know what they're going to do with this. So I don't know if any of these characters that I think might live. I don't know what the show's going to do. And it's just keeping me on my toes every step of the way. And I'm invested in it. I'm invested in it so much to the point, like, just single lines from certain characters will get me to well up a little bit. It's so powerful. It's so well done. The animation, the writing, the voice work, all of it. But there's not really more I can say on this episode, guys. I really don't know. I mean, a lot of the settings were very contained. This wasn't as all over the place as some of the other episodes where we kind of jumped around through a lot of different things. This one was very focused on a couple of small storylines to kind of bring some of those to a close that were going to matter the most for this kind of a finale. So sound off in the comments, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join our Discord. Links to that and all my socials are down below. Again, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, it's on Patreon or become a member here on the channel. Before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Mandy Sherritt, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Korsgaard, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Jeffrey Hale, and various abominations. Thank you guys for your support. Everybody who's been hanging out and joining the Patreon and all that jazz here lately, and just hanging out in the Discord, all the new people there, joining our live streams, and just supporting these videos in general, guys. I really appreciate it. If you're new, like I've said in the beginning, I hope you enjoyed this ride, because when Season 2 comes out, you better believe I'm going to be checking it out. So I hope you subscribe, I hope you stick around, and maybe in the meantime, you can find some other reactions you might enjoy, some other shows that are coming down the pipeline that we're going to be covering, like I mentioned earlier. But guys, that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.